Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It is me, your old pal Orpheus, with another adventure here on Orpheus Plays. We are in the marketplace today, and I wanted to give you a quick update and a little bit of gameplay as I tell you about I lost some of my hearing just recently, and we'll get into that in just a second. Anyway, I hope you're doing well wherever you are today, whether it is day or night, or suddenly you just find yourself saying, huh? A lot to your wife? Oh boy. Anyway, today, while I'm telling you the story, we will be doing some mixed melee one-on-one. Give me a chance to, get my breath in between here and do that real good. Okay, so here's what happened. We live in a town. Mrs. Orpheus and I live in a town. Let's get our first traditional slow motion kill out of the way here, though, before we start things off. Mr. Shield, he's a tough guy. Oh, and he's a tough guy with no head. Oh. Anyway, so Mrs. Orpheus and I live in a town where basically if it has wheels, you can ride it on the street. And so that includes those motorcycles that are completely louder than they need to be. There are, the hot rodders in their little 4x4. They're razors, I think, called RAZR or whatever. Anyway, those things are supposed to be off-road, but they're legal here. And a lot of hot rodders. So we have a lot of guys that... Ooh, hello. We have a lot of guys that like to do the rat rods here, which are they're basically hot rods, but they look like crap, right? So there's a lot of those here in the town. And the thing about them is they're all supposed to be like really gnarly and open and like, really rough looking. And so a lot of them don't finish off the rest of the car. So open carburetors, the exhaust pipes are just not there. They just have air that blows out the sides of the engines. It's just ridiculous here. So they go ripping by our house here. So if I turn this way and kill him, if I turn this way in my room, there's a major street that's up and down here. And this is one that has a straightaway. And so all the dum-dums like to try to race up this street. Uh-oh. And so what happens is they'll stomp on the gas right in front of our house. And when they do that, it's like just horribly loud. Well, so it just annoys me when it's, outside the house. I have autism and PTSD and all sorts of stuff, so loud noise is not great for me, okay? Ooh, that was clean. So loud noise is not great for me. And it's annoying when it's here at the house. Well, Mrs. Orpheus and I decided to go down. We have one of those events where it's like, the first Friday night of the month. There's a little vendor thing downtown, kind of like this little marketplace, except, there's not a bunch of dead people. Little vendors set up along the main street and people just walk up and down. It's really neat. It's fun, right? Okay. So we went to this, and we do our little walking up and down the street. And there's the guys with their hot rods, and they're rolling slowly up and down the street. A little bit of dum 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 from their engines rumbling and everything. That's cool. You get to see the work that they did. And we, spent a little bit of money at some vendors and stuff, and then we're walking home. We're walking back to the car that we had parked, and get there and get in. It's like, that was really nice, like we had a chance to go out and do something a little different than what we normally do. Got a chance to, go and see some of the local vendors and stuff, and support the local community. And by the way, folks, support your local community if you can. I understand you want to go online and shop for things. Do that all you want, but occasionally go out and spend some money where you live. It's good for everyone. Anyway, so we get in the car and we're like, yeah, that was really nice, right? So we pull off that part of the city, right? The parking lot. Boy, my brain is just slow today. Anyway, it's mostly because I have this ringing. Anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. So we're sitting at a light waiting to turn, and all of a sudden a guy in one of those hot rods pulls up next to us, and it's like kitty corner. So like if this is the street that we were on waiting to turn this way, this guy was over here waiting to turn around this way. So the light turns, we both go and cross, right? So we kind of meet right here in the middle. My head is right near his engine. So if this is the top of his engine, my head is about here. And he decides to jam on his gas. I mean, he stomps on it so hard that I mean, if you've ever seen like funny car racing or drag racing, when they stomp on the gas when they start, yeah, that's as hard as he did it. And it shook the car. I had my window open because it's a nice night, you know? So I was literally within 2 feet of this guy's open carburetor, like Mad Max style supercharger car. And it immediately made my vision go purple. It immediately hurt. There was it was almost like a flashbang grenade went off. For just like 2 seconds, I was completely stunned. There was nothing I could do. It was a good thing that I was already turning, and like it wasn't like a busy intersection at the time, because man, I just kind of fuzzed out for a second. The ride home was about 1.5 miles, and the entire ride home, the vision in my left eye was purple. All the lights that were going by were leaving purple streaks. Take that. And there was immediately a loud ringing in my left ear. It is still there. It's like if I'm cutting the vision in half here, over here it's ringing really bad. Over here it's kind of bad. And so check my hearing. I'm about 30% lower hearing on my left side right now. It is getting better. The ringing is going away, and I'm slowly getting it back. It feels like there's cotton. It feels like there's cotton in my ear right now, so it's like everything's a little muffled on that side. But don't worry, I'm still going to be able to make content and everything. I still got it nice and scheduled out for the future, so we're all going to be able to enjoy each other throughout the holiday season. And with all of that being said, I want to thank you for tuning in again and checking in on me, your old pal Orpheus. I appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one here on Orpheus Plays. Be good, do good, and treat yourself well, because you know what? You deserve it. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Bye!